Now, along with your pre-cut foam pieces, you're also going to have a little baggie with some scrap foam and a tube of glue. The tube of glue you are going to need a knife or some scissors to open before using. The 3 pieces of foam are scrap foam pieces that you can use to apply the glue onto the pre-cut foam pieces for the build kit, as well as to practice using the glue if you're not comfortable using cement glue already. Happy crafting! To begin making the Special Forces helmet, apply glue to both of these outer edges of both A pieces. Once the glue is set, combine the 2 pieces together, making sure that the front arrows are matching. The 2 pieces will curve inward or outward, which is normal. Just make sure to curve the shape back so that the marked sides face outward like so. Next, apply glue to the outer edges of piece A. Take piece B and apply glue into this gap here, as well as apply glue to the entire outer edge of piece B, the one with all of the chunks missing out of it. Once the glue is set, press together the gap in piece B. With this complete, you can attach piece B to piece A, making sure the forward arrows match like so. Next, if you combine the 2 D pieces, apply glue to the gap left, or glue the 2 separate D pieces together now. Next, using a ruler, draw a guide between these 2 marks on either side of piece D. Using this guideline, place piece D inside the helmet along the back, lining up piece A with the line. The edge of the helmet should line up with the guideline you drew on piece D. You also want to center piece D with the rest of the helmet. Mark where piece D sits inside the helmet like so. Then apply glue to the marked area inside the helmet, as well as the marked zone of piece D, like I'm doing here. Once the glue is set, attach piece D to the inside of the helmet, using this to curve the helmet inward slightly. We're going to do the same process for piece C, but at the front of the helmet, like so. Next, take the two E pieces and place them inside the helmet along the sides, like so, mirroring the curve of the helmet. Mark where piece E is going to go inside either side of the helmet. Apply glue to the entire face of both E pieces, as well as the marked zones inside the helmet. Then, once the glue is set, place each E piece inside the helmet. And that is it for part 1 of the Special Forces helmet tutorial. Check out part 2 for the rest of the instructions. Welcome to part 2 of the Special Forces helmet tutorial. Let's continue. Begin by collecting pieces F, G1, G2, G3, and G4. These are going to make up the side rails. Apply glue along these sections of piece F, as well as the flat face of G1, G2, G3, and G4. Once the glue is set, place G1 here at the top of the long section of piece F, with the outward cut facing away from piece F. Next, place G4 along the top of the short section of piece F, the same orientation as G1, with the outward cut face away from piece F. Then put G2 below G1 along the longer section like so. Then place G3 in the remaining spot here with the outward cut face away from F like the others. This completes the first side rail. Go ahead and make the second one following the same instructions. When both rails are complete, take one of the rails and mark out where it will be glued to the helmet. Place the side rail across the curve in the helmet like so. The long section of the rail should point forward. The back section of the rail, the shorter section, should line up with the back end of the curve of the helmet, and the rail should be just visible from inside the helmet like so. Then try and match where each rail is going to go on either side of the helmet and mark these zones. Once you've marked where the rails will go, apply glue to this marked area on the helmet, as well as the bottom of the side rails. Once the glue is set, attach the side rails to the helmet. Alright, now we're going to attach the front mount, or piece H. Line up piece H along the front of the helmet using the center seam of the helmet to center it. Mark out where piece H will go, like so. Then apply glue to this marked area and the bottom face of piece H. Once the glue is set, place piece H onto the front of the helmet. Then glue inside the gap in the center of piece H here. Also apply glue to one face of both eye pieces. Once the glue is set, place each eyepiece inside the gap of piece H like I'm doing here. Awesome. Now we're going to build the chin straps. Begin by applying glue to the inside of the helmet between piece C and E here. Apply glue to both ends of each K2 piece. Next, apply glue to the back of both L pieces, as well as both ends of K1. As the glue sets, lace K1 through one slit of each L piece like so. Then press K1 into both L pieces, but only halfway onto the back. Then do the same with the square end of each K2 piece. Once this is done, glue the two K2 pieces to the inside of the helmet between the C and E pieces, with the angled edge facing the front of the helmet. Next, apply glue to the edge of K1 and the side edges of J2. When the glue is set, glue J2 to K1 like so, with the angled edges facing downwards away from the helmet. Alright. So for J1, I suggest attaching some Velcro to the end that's going to go to the back of the helmet. It does make it easier to take the helmet on and off. It's up to you. If you do not use Velcro, apply glue to both ends of each J2 piece to here on either end of piece D, as well as behind piece L, K1, and K2. Once the glue is set, attach J1 to the back of piece D inside the helmet, and then to behind piece L, K1, and K2. And with that, the helmet's complete. The last little piece of detail that you could add to the helmet is using googly eyes as rivets or kind of screw mounts to both F-pieces and the front mount, as you can see. It's what I've done, and I recommend that you do, but that's up to you. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more cosplay content.